Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that the majority of people watching this video today will have never seen this particular pair of Mizuno football boots before. And honestly, before they arrived at my house, I'd never seen this particular pair of Mizuno football boots before. So thank you to the Gaijin Boot Blog for loaning them to me. He hasn't even got his hands on them yet. They've come to me and I'm sending them to him. So let's have a look at this very strange pair of football boots. What's up guys, I'm James and welcome to BootWizard Boot Reviews. Today is the rare and lesser spotted BootWizard Mizuno boot review, and you can see here we're going to be looking at the Mizuno Wave Ghost, which, as I say, is not a boot that you see around very much, and I don't know anybody that has a pair apart from now Andrew, who's over at the Gaijin Boot Blog. So thank you very much to him for letting me make the video on these. Please head over to his blog, check that out. He has some fantastic articles, and get over and follow his Instagram. I'll leave all the details down below. You can also like this video, get subscribed to the YouTube channel. That makes sense. And of course, if you want to support us, head to patreon.com/BootWizard, where you can find out how to do so. Let's crack these open and have a look. So if this is a BootWizard review for a Mizuno boot, you are probably correct in thinking that these are not a leather Mizuno boot. This is a synthetic boot. However, what it actually is a synthetic leather Mizuno boot. So the upper is made out of something that Mizuno have called curare? I can't pronounce it. I'll put it up on the screen. Everybody, including I'm sure Andrew at the Gaijin Boot Blog, can correct me. And technically, actually, it's not what Mizuno named it. It is the name of the synthetic in the same way that Gaijin is the name of the Nike synthetic. It's the name of the company that actually makes the synthetic here. And at the time this was released, Mizuno were claiming that it was 4 times stronger than kangaroo leather. Now, just in hand, you can obviously see, and from the feeling, this is not as soft and plush as you're gonna get from a kangaroo leather. But you know what? As far as a older style synthetic leather goes, it's pretty interesting and it's not bad at all. So of course, this is a pretty strange looking boot, with the strangest thing about it being this gigantic lace cover, which is apparently inspired by those original Adidas F50s, along with the fact that you get 2 sets of insoles. So you have your regular insoles, and then you also get a set of comfort insoles that come with the boots, which have all of these fantastic pour-on inserts in. We'll get into insoles on another day. I've got a whole rant about how poor insoles are in top-end boots these days, but both sets in these are pretty damn good. So what you can do with this is you can peel back this enormous lace cover to reveal the laces. So this isn't any kind of crazy Mizuno laceless boot, and that just reveals your standard tongue. The problem with lace covers like this, of course, is that you just add a ton of bulk to the top of the boot, the top of the boot and over your foot. I put my teeth in. If we flip over onto the bottom of the boot, you've got some standard signs of Mizuno craftsmanship here. You've got 3 rivets in the top, 2 in the bottom of the front stud housing, 2 here, 1 in the back of the rear stud housing. This is a split sole plate with some serious durability. The outsole also features a technology that I'm sure many people are big fans of, and that is Mizuno's wave technology, called as such because of the shape of a wave. And the whole thing was designed to take kind of pressure off your joints and provide you with stable, lightweight cushioning, particularly in the heel area. A really, really solid idea, and kind of an evolution of what you might have got from something like the Wave Cup. Overall, I'd say the sole plate, I haven't been out and played in these because they're not my boots. They belong to the Gaijin Boot Blog, and I don't want to go out and start using his boots before he even gets the chance to. But simply by having these, I'd say the sole plate is probably the most impressive thing about the boot, particularly in modern days. The upper isn't bad, it is a little on the stiff side, particularly with what we can get now in synthetics. These were released back in around 2010. But I would say that I don't normally comment on durability. I'd say that these are going to be pretty durable, and Mizuno even said at the time that it was going to be 2 times more water resistant than other synthetics. So that gives you an idea of how durable the material is likely to be. And then on top of that, it was also light. It was lighter than the Mercurial that was out at the time, which was the Mercurial Vapor V. So these are even lighter than that. Mizuno kind of always been at the forefront of a lot of technology and a lot of moving things forwards, but doesn't always get credit for the technology it has and the boots it provides, just because it's not the biggest boot brand in Europe and the US. Kind of gets most of its plaudits in Asia and particularly in Japan. I'm very interested to see how this area here, just on the instep, affects your passing of the ball. It's a solid plastic insert that's right in the pass pad zone of the boot. So it'd be interesting to know if that makes a big impact on how you strike the ball. On the other side here, the Runbird, it's just stitched on the top in synthetic as well. This is a bit slick, but you're not really striking the ball there anyway, so it's not really a problem. But plenty of seams and stitches, and you know what? It is a boot of its era that it seems, but honestly, this is one that I think for a Mizuno collector, somebody who's really into either oddball boots or Japanese boots or, you know, just Mizuno boots in general, this is a really, really cool boot to have. And I head over to the Gaijin Boot Blog. I'm sure he will have a full review breaking this down up very, very soon. And I think this is just a really cool thing to have in hand and to check out. And another boot that I never thought that I'd actually have on the channel. So my closing thoughts are that it's very cool, an awesome piece to have. The upper's not hugely impressive. I think the outsole is pretty cool though. And for what it offered in 2010, especially considering the synthetic material, the lightweight nature of the boot, and the fact that this came in about £100 when you compare it to what you were paying for things like the Vapor. It's Mizuno, another example of Mizuno doing things really well. And oddly, I think that Mizuno actually offer really good value for money boots. Now, we all associate Mizuno with those made in Japan €300 plus boots, but I think as soon as you start coming away from that and you look at their Montecito lines and things like that, there's some phenomenal value for money to be had from Mizuno. And at the time, you probably could have included these, even though I have to say they're a little ugly and I don't love this lace cover. But huge thank you to Gaijin Boot Blog for lending me these. Please head over to his Instagram, drop him a follow, go and check out some of his articles on his blog. I'll leave all the links down in my comments. And of course, like this video, get subscribed to the BootWizard YouTube channel. And if you can help us out and kind of drive where the channel goes, then please head to patreon.com/BootWizard. This has been awesome. I've really enjoyed looking at these boots. I even wore my Derby shirt. Gaijin Boot Blog, Andrew, he is a Derby fan, so I've got the Derby shirt on for you. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will see everybody very soon.